name is Mario Rivero. I'm Lynk CEO. Let me tell you really quickly what we do. Lynk securitizes investment funds and portfolios and connects them with global investors. We work with investment portfolio managers and also with fund managers. Portfolio managers usually have a strategy of marketable securities like ETFs, but they could be actively managed. And fund managers usually are one of the four, which are hedge funds, private equity, real estate, and private debt funds. We work with them in securitizing their access or the access into their investments and distributing it worldwide through a security with an ISIN code and through Euroclear and Clearstream. In essence, our story is very interesting in the sense that we wanted to serve the asset management community by providing them a low-cost solution that meets regulatory requirements, which is very similar to the ETFs and how the ETF actually exponentially grew, but providing more flexibility in the type of underlying assets, making it actively managed or making it more like a feeder into a fund, and also have global reach, not have any boundaries in terms of region. We also discovered that we needed to provide securitization as a service and make our business more and more scalable. So we actually leverage the use of technology, standardizing our service, and being very focused on the type of clients that we can actually accept on our platform. And lastly, all these clients, they came to us and said, can you support us raising capital? Because we're based in London, but we don't know anybody in South America or vice versa. And through our marketplace that we have created, we can now actually provide them with support in capital raising. We have done this for many years, traded over $4 billion US dollars, and also created nearly 400 products. In essence, our business model has two aspects. The securitization as a service model is, even though we call it that because it's very similar to the software as a service model, it provides very recurrent, sticky revenue, right? And like I said, we have two products which are targeted for the portfolio managers, the one we call Lynk Series. We securitize a separate managed account. So we work with banks and broker dealers to work with the custodian account and prime brokerage to actually allow third-party asset managers or any asset manager, it could be internal, to create their portfolio strategy. And second, we have the feeder. So we have a node feeder or a listed feeder that allows an existing fund, again, private equity, real estate, private debt, or hedge fund, to have a feeder into the existing fund and not changing the current model of having a fund in Cayman or in the US or wherever they are. We just add another channel of distribution through the security to have investors access this fund worldwide. The second aspect of our business is the marketplace. And the marketplace is just to allow portfolio managers to publish their strategies and allow investors to come in and look at these strategies, interact with the portfolio managers, and if they're interested, they can actually trade. The trade does not happen at the marketplace. It happens always at Euroclear or Clearstream. It's an over-the-counter delivery versus payment transaction from any broker bank against the issuer or the broker of the issuer. The two big advantages here is that we can work with any bank. We can onboard the note into any or the bond into any bank immediately. So we can work with all the big banking platforms. And lastly, since those banks, they have already onboarded all the investors into their platforms, there is no need to do additional KYC or AML for those investors that invest through the security, right? And on top of that, in the maintenance aspect, every time we have to value the NAV of the underlying asset, that value is published in Bloomberg, is published in the stock exchange. Every node is listed in a stock exchange, and also is published in the investor's custody account, investment account, anywhere, wherever they are. So they can see how the value of the investment moves with the value of the underlying asset. And we do all that for our managers. In essence, we use technology heavily for two things: for scalability on our securitization as a service platform, and to add network value in our marketplace, allowing members and investors and managers to connect. So that this way, products can be launched, managers of those products can network with the investors, and of course, all together will help the growth of their investment strategy. So how do we work with large financial institutions like asset managers, banks, brokers, etc.? I mean, we provide to them our securitization as a service model to allow their internal products, right? The internal portfolios their internal SMA type of portfolios, as well as their internal alternative funds to be distributed throughout the world, throughout the different offices in the world and throughout their clients around the world. More often than not, these large financial institutions, they have their products created centrally, but they have offices globally. And there is no efficient way of distributing these products for the headquarters to the different offices around the world. The second synergy that we can do is that we can use the marketplace for the global distribution of these products, not only to the internal clients or internal offices, but worldwide to any other investor in the world, any third party. And as well, all the products that are included in the marketplace can be offered internally to these institutions. These products are very localized, very tailored, and I think it's a big value add to have this access internally. Therefore, you can invest in local managers instead of investing in ETFs or global funds into those markets. These are much more tailored. Lastly, there is a lot of operational synergies that we can work on. We can do securitization for those specific asset managers, financial institutions, banks, etc. They can work with us in being our issuing agent. They can provide us custody services or trading, and of course, there is a lot of synergies in marketing and distribution. Lastly, I just want to thank you for your interest, and please don't hesitate to contact me or my team. You have my information right there. My name is Mario Rivero. Again, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.